Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Jay Holloway. Today, we're going to be discussing a long-awaited video, and this is going to be part of my collection series, and this is going to be on the house of Tiziana Terenzi. So every fragrance that you get is going to come with this booklet, and it's going to explain the history of the brand and the different fragrances that they offer, such as this. So this is going to be the reference guide that we use today. And we're going to go ahead and start off with something called the Classic Collection. So with these, they all are going to be in like a gold bottle with a black top, such as this. And this is the fragrance called Arthusa, or as I call it, Aretha. So all of them come in their bottle, leather label, and a top. And then they also provide a travel top that you don't have to take this with you. So I actually like that. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with Arthusa. I want to say Aretha so bad. That's not appropriate for the video. But we're going to go over the notes. It has a top of orange, ginger, plum, fig, grapefruit, sagebrush, a mid of red sandalwood, jasmine, rose, saffron, grapefruit again, orange blossom, sandalwood, pomegranate, and heather. In the base, there is patchouli, vetiver, sweet gum, leathery notes, arbutus, marine cistus, salt, white sand, oleander, and broom. Now, for this, it's almost like very clean at the beginning, and then it gets like earthy towards the end of the day. This is going to last you a mighty long time, as most of the Tiziana Terenzis do. This is an extrait de parfum, and it is 3.3 fluid ounces. So it says, the most carefree and joyful stop on this incredible journey is the beautiful Sicily, this Mediterranean place that embodies one of the most mysterious and at the same time oldest of Italian beauties. So this is a very nice scent. And it's not a safe blind buy, but if you were to blind buy it, you wouldn't be disappointed. So that is the first one from the Classic Collection that I'm going to talk about today, Arthusa. All right, so now we're going to move along to one that is beloved by so many, and it is none other than the lovely Kirke. So this one has top of passion fruit, peaches, raspberry, cassis, pears, warm sand, a heart of lily of the valley, and a base of heliotrope, sandalwood, vanilla, patchouli, and musk. This one is it's so like musky and fruity, but in the best way. So I will say if you like Herba Pura, you're going to love Kirke. So this has a description that says, like one of the famous enchanted potions of goddess Circe, this extrait enraptures whoever wears it, guiding them on a mysterious path to discover amazing marvels. So if you do not know, Tiziana Terenzi, their fragrances are based on the stars. So that's why you'll hear a lot of references about the sky and guidance, because astrology is at the heart. So this is Kirke. I love this one. And for our last classic collection, we have Borea. It has a top of coconut, pear, plum, and almond, a mid of jasmine, musk, rose, tuberose, freesia, lily of the valley, magnolia iris, and a base of sandalwood, vanilla, oak moss, and musk. This one is going to be very much like a musky coconut that's sweet. So it says, inspired by the memory of a trip to one of the most romantic cities in Italy, San Remo, a place famous for its spectacular flowers, its wonderful climate, and the gentle sea breezes blowing into the Tigualo Gulf, where it is a joy to abandon oneself against the infinite blue of the sky. So that is a description of Borea. So again, this is like a sweet, musky coconut, very likable. And I'm gonna say this is almost a good blind buy. It's kind of safe. If you like it coconutty and slightly sweet, this is gonna be the one for you. But that is it for the classic collection. I'm gonna go ahead and focus on the Luna collection, and we're gonna start off with Cassiopeia. So with the Luna collection, they all come in white bottles with gold tops, and this is what is on the top. Now, this was one that I bought because of a fellow YouTuber. Her name is Ming Lee. She is the owner of this hair company called Snob Life. And she was talking about this a couple of years ago, and I had to get it. And this is a blind buy, and it is love at first sniff. So let's get into the notes. It has a top note of passion fruit, lemon, cassis, and fern. A middle note of carnation, lily of the valley, rosa tea, and a base of sandalwood, fava tonka, and musk. So this one is like very sweet, very much like candy, and that is one of the aspects that I actually like about it. So I'm not gonna read all of the other stuff, but I really enjoy Cassiopeia. Definitely worth picking up and owning, especially if you like it sweet. It's slightly musky, but not as musky as the regular Tiziana Terenzi's, but a good one. So, the next one that I have in my collection, it is one that really blew me away. There is something so beautiful about it and deep, and this is Vele. Oh, and as I was telling you earlier, this is the travel top. So with Vele, you have notes of fig, green leaves, mango, maracuja, and red currant, a mid of kaja, heliotrope, jasmine, ylang ylang, hyacinth, and rose, and a base of allspice, papaya, Paul Brazil wood, amber, musk, and vanilla. When I sniffed this, this smelled very much like a coconut, a green coconut, and the leaves. But what I now know is that this is a fig, but it is so good. Like if you like it deep and green, and if you like fig, Vele is gonna be top tier and one that you need to have. Dare I say this is perfect? And I think this was also a blind buy for me. I think most of the Tiziana Terenzis were blind buys. And the reason for that is because when people first started talking about them, I went to my local Neiman Marcus to finally sniff them. And I just did not like anything that was on display. And I think I started off with Andromeda and Draco maybe. And at the time, they just smelled like sweet motor oil. That is the best way I can describe them, is super sweet motor oil. And I did not like that. So I just always stayed away. But one day, me and my girl Abby were talking, and we just were talking about finding the ones that you like. And she said it's best to start with the white bottles. And that's what I did. And so here we are with the very last white bottle that I have from the Luna collection. And it is called Lents. So this has a top of bergamot, orange, grapefruit, star anise, absinthe, and green tea, a mid of jasmine, iris, fig, orange blossom, and Bulgarian rose, and a base of sandalwood, vanilla flower, vanilla bean, ambergris, heliotrope, and musk. Now with this one, it's very much musky. I get the star anise, the absinthe, and the vanilla. Oddly enough, now that I'm actually looking at the notes, like I can actually see that. But this is just really a nice, fresh scent. I think it'll be good to wear in the heat or when it starts to transition from hot to cold in the weather. Lents is a good one. So that is the last one that I have from my Luna collection. All right, so the last Tiziana Terenzi that I have in my collection currently, this is Hellbop, and this bottle is so different, so beautiful, and so much more in terms of monetary aspects, but this is nice. And oddly enough, I'm surprised at how much I've used. I don't know if you can see, but it's one that I sometimes just really, really crave. It has a top of nutmeg, cinnamon, lemon, a mid of geranium, sage, patchouli, Tahitian vanilla, and a base of sandalwood, musk, ambergris, labdanum, and musk. This from the Comet collection is so lovely. The best way for me to describe this is like spiced lemony wood. So good, so classic, dare I say very chic. Now, this one does lean a tad bit more on the masculine side, but if you like woody fragrances or things that are truly unisex, I think this will be one that you can vibe with. Sometimes I just really, really crave this, and I don't know why, but it's a good one. But you guys, thank you so much for watching my collection of Tiziana Terenzi fragrances inspired by this night sky, the sun sky, astrology, just all of the things. So beautiful. And I dare you to go sniffing to see what vibes with you. But that is going to be it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share if you care, and stay tuned for more scented content. Bye.